Hello and welcome to Last Week Tonight. Tonight, we dive into a story that has left the financial world reeling and the streets of Paris buzzing with speculation and concern. We've got a big one for you tonight, everyone. The Paris stock market has taken a nosedive and the ripple effects are being felt far and wide. The City of Lights just got a little darker, and I'm not talking about a romantic power outage. No, this is something far more serious and far-reaching. We're talking about the Paris stock market, which just dropped so fast even the Eiffel Tower is looking down at it. Imagine the iconic structure, usually a symbol of stability and beauty, now casting a shadow over a market in turmoil. That's right, everyone, the Paris stock market fell a scary 6.5% today, making officials stop all banking. This isn't just a minor blip, it's a seismic event in the world of finance. It seems like yesterday we were all worried about killer robots, but now it's scary percentages we have to worry about. The rapid decline has left investors and analysts scrambling to make sense of the chaos. Now I know what you're thinking. John, economics is boring. And you'd be right usually. But this situation is anything but boring. It's a dramatic tale of financial instability that has everyone on edge. And you'd be right usually. But this, my friends, is financial chaos with a French twist. It's a story that combines the dry world of economics with the flair and drama that only Paris can provide. But this, my friends, is financial chaos with a French twist. The bustling streets of Paris are now filled with anxious conversations and worried glances at stock market screens. It's a story of taxes, temper tantrums, and enough economic words to make your head spin. The French government is under immense pressure to respond, and the public is demanding answers. So hold on tight, because things are about to get interesting. We'll break down what led to this dramatic fall, the key players involved, and what it means for the future of the Paris stock market and the global economy. Stay tuned, because this is a story you won't want to miss. So, what does this market drop mean for our friends in France? Well, it's not just a minor hiccup, it's a significant tremor shaking the very foundations of the French financial system. Imagine a lot of confusion, uncertainty, and a sense of impending doom. That's the current atmosphere among French business people and bankers. The level of chaos is unprecedented. Bankers are frantically making calls, trying to salvage what they can, while business people are scrambling to make sense of the rapidly changing landscape. We're talking about major financial institutions here, the kind that handle billions of euros daily. These are the places that make the rich feel secure, and now, even they are feeling the heat. Wealthy individuals who once felt invincible are now very worried. Their fortunes, which seemed untouchable, are now at risk. The ripple effect is enormous. And as for the businesses listed on the Paris Stock Exchange, well, they're in free fall. Stock prices are plummeting at an alarming rate, investors are pulling out, and the market is reacting with sheer panic. Now, the French government is stepping in, trying to stabilize the situation. They're holding emergency meetings, brainstorming solutions and attempting to calm the public, but it's a Herculean task. They're hoping to reopen the market soon, but the timeline is uncertain. Everyone is holding their breath, waiting for a sign of recovery. The trading floors, once bustling with activity, are now eerily quiet. The uncertainty is palpable, and no one knows when normalcy will return. This whole mess is making the City of Love look a little less charming. The usual vibrancy of Paris is overshadowed by a somber mood as everyone grapples with the financial turmoil. The future is uncertain, and all eyes are on the next move. Now you might be wondering what caused this financial earthquake. The world is in turmoil, and the markets are reacting in ways we've never seen before. Stocks are plummeting, currencies are fluctuating wildly, and investors are scrambling to make sense of it all. But what could have triggered such a massive upheaval in the global economy? Well, my friends, it all goes back to Donald J. Trump, a man who seems to love taxes on other countries more than anything. His policies have always been controversial, but this time, he's taken things to a whole new level. By imposing hefty tariffs on a staggering number of nations, he's managed to shake the very foundations of international trade. Just yesterday, Trump made a big announcement putting taxes on over 150 countries. This isn't just a minor adjustment, it's a seismic shift in how countries do business with each other. The news spread like wildfire, causing immediate reactions from governments, businesses, and financial markets around the globe. He even called it Liberation Day, which is a strange name for it. Liberation from what, exactly? The global community is left scratching their heads, trying to understand the rationale behind this move. Is it a strategic play, a political maneuver, or simply an impulsive decision? Whatever the reason, the impact is undeniable. We're talking a big 49% tax on Cambodia, 48% on Laos, and these aren't just random numbers. These percentages represent a significant burden on the economies of these countries, potentially crippling their trade capabilities and causing widespread economic distress, and 47% on Madagascar. These countries rely heavily on exports to sustain their economies, and such high tariffs could lead to severe economic downturns, affecting not just the countries themselves, but also their trading partners and the global market as a whole. And he didn't forget about Europe. The EU got hit with a 20% tax, which is no small matter. The European Union is a major player in the global economy, and such a significant tariff could lead to retaliatory measures, further escalating the trade tensions and potentially leading to a full-blown trade war. While China's facing a 34% one. China, being one of the largest economies in the world, is not going to take this lightly. The repercussions of such a tariff could be far-reaching, affecting not just the Chinese economy, but also the global supply chain, leading to increased prices and shortages of goods worldwide. Even Vietnam got a 46% tax. Vietnam, a rapidly growing economy, could see its progress stunted by such a heavy tariff. The ripple effects of these tariffs are likely to be felt across various sectors, from manufacturing to technology, impacting businesses and consumers alike. This isn't international trade, it's an international temper tantrum. The world is watching closely, waiting to see how this situation unfolds. Will cooler heads prevail, or are we on the brink of a global trade war? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, the stakes have never been higher. So, how did the rest of the world react to Trump's taxes? Well, French President Emmanuel Macron, who isn't afraid of Trump, immediately got serious. Macron said France won't invest any more money in the US, basically telling Trump, "You want to fight? We can fight too." He even told other European leaders to do the same, trying to team up against Trump. Now whether Europe will actually team up is hard to say, but at least Macron's trying. Someone has to stand up to Trump, or everyone might suffer. Section 5. French business leaders are upset. Unbelievable. Meanwhile, back in France, business leaders are very unhappy. Patrick Martin, the head of a big French business group, called the situation very serious, which means they are very worried. Alexandre Sobo, another important French businessman, wants to fight back against Trump. But here's the strange thing. Some of the biggest French companies, like CMA-CGM and Schneider Electric, who were planning on investing a lot of money in the US, are being quiet. It's like they're stuck and don't know what to do. So what does this all mean for the world economy? Well, imagine things are very unstable. Experts are warning that Trump's taxes could start a big trade war, which is bad. Vincent Vicard, a smart economist, says that Trump's taxes are like breaking the rules of international trade. The problem is, when the biggest economy starts causing problems, everyone else suffers. So what happens next? Will global trade become a big mess with everyone only caring about themselves? Or will people work together to make a more stable global economy? The answer is hard to know. One thing's for sure. The future of global trade is uncertain, and the decisions made soon will be very important. Will we choose to work together, or will we fight? The choice is ours. Now, Trump thinks he's a great negotiator, but this whole tax situation isn't about making deals. It's about trying to force other countries to do what he wants. But bullies only understand one thing: strength. The world needs to stand up to Trump, not by fighting, but by working together. We need to show him that the global economy isn't his toy. So there you have it, everyone. The Paris stock market crash is just the latest problem in the world economy. And if you thought things were crazy before, just wait. This crazy ride isn't over. So hold on tight, because the next few months are going to be wild. And if you're looking for someone to blame, look at Donald J. Trump. That's our show for tonight, everyone. See you next week. And remember, long live France, and long live the global economy.